Hi, Rough Dog 906 here, and Ms. Mazzy Star finally making a little cameo on my video here. I just wanted to come up with a subject tonight, and of course she's going to stay right by me now, hopefully. Kind of try to keep us both in frame. Well, she's pretty much out of it, but here's a good girl, huh? Could keep you in frame a little bit tonight. Anyhow, I'm going to make a video today about how much our pets can be our greatest source of love and comfort through this disease of rheumatoid arthritis and other autoimmune conditions. And a year ago, on March 14th, I lost my best friend. He was a beautiful dog. I watched him take his first breath. His name was admirably considered Mack DaLab. I watched him be born into this world, and the saddest part was watching him leave this world. And 2 years ago, actually no, going on 3 years ago, I actually was given Ms. Mazzy as a puppy as soon as she could leave her mom, and she's literally been by my side every day since. We're going on probably in August now, it'll be 3 years of life together. So, and this may be kind of a preaching to the choir type of video, but I just want to emphasize just how much the love of our animals and friends can mean so much to us with our struggles with this disease. But the comfort they give us, there's no pill, there's no medicine, there's no substance out there that could ever equal the love. I mean, as she lays her head near my knee right now and just kind of glued to me by my side here, it's a great feeling. At night when I lay down in the bed, I honestly don't feel complete until she comes and puts her muzzle on my left leg typically. And sometimes she'll lay between my legs and kind of the nutcracker after a while, so I get a little uncomfortable, and all I have to say is one word, O-U-C-H, and she'll move. So she's very well trained and vibes to what my needs are. I want to have her at least written up as an emotional support animal through my doctor, being how she's about to be 3 years old. She wouldn't meet the technical requirements of training of service dog. There is a way that you could kind of get something like service dog and training, and I think a few people skate around with that a little bit. I don't know if I'd take that avenue. I mean, that's one of the things that actually keeps me out of the hospital and even some long doctor's appointments. And recently, even a friend has suggested, kind of a fun getaway weekend is she needs to be with me 24/7. I mean, she seems to do all right in a vehicle. Like if I go have a quick dine-in, like a fish fry or something, I'm gone like a half hour. She'll just curl up on the seat and lay down. And I've always made sure the vehicle's warm enough, or she had her jacket on. And in a few months, we'll be going through the opposite extreme where, have to make sure the vehicle's safely cool enough and fresh water and everything like that. But, leaving a dog in a vehicle, that's not where it's at. Like I say, dining, someday I kind of hope maybe a few of these places with the outdoor dining would, let you seat a little further down on a deck, like in the corner area or something like that, and you actually could have your animal right there with you. Because I have a terrible habit, but it's my habit that I share every meal I ever eat with her within reason. Of course, I don't give her stuff that upsets her stomach or is bad for her, but, everything I eat, she's going to have a little bit of it. And only a couple people in my life understand that she's going to be right there in what's considered the begging position. And personally, I don't give a fuck. That's my prerogative, and that's how I treat Ms. Mazzy. So, but yeah, back to, I'd probably be more apt to want to go see a rheumatologist if I could bring her in. That brings me to a terrible story one time with Mac, where I had to go from here probably 3-4 hours away. Day trip, or actually I think I spent the night in a motel, had no problem. You can always get your emotional support animal pretty well carded in most motels, etc. I mean, it's part of the Disabilities Act accommodations. But come time to the appointment, I simply wanted my girlfriend at the time to hold him out in the lobby, and I was going to go face this diagnosis on my own. I was sacrificing, the comfort of my animal, which I know wouldn't be allowed in a doctor's say unless he was strictly, purely certified service dog. But I had understood or thought that reasonable accommodations would be made, that he could be in a general lobby. She would sat in a corner where allergies don't have to affect people. And, obviously people come in there sick and whatever. And this was pre-pandemic, where you thought things were a little different back then. But they, in no certain, would not allow them even through the basic entrance door. Even just get a little whiff of air conditioning. Hospitals typically got those double sets of doors and that. Nope, not allowed through nothing. So then I come out, after the diagnosis of my life, I knew I had rheumatoid arthritis, but then I had also the whole, here's what's happening. We're going to throw you on methotrexate and shit, which I never popped one pill. It was just a death sentence to me, and y'all can, argue with me till blue in the face. And yeah, 6 years in, I'm caving in for treatment a little bit, but I'm managing yet. I'm not, in my mind, and according to some people, I am not progressing in a negative way. I, since the pandemic, have dropped to about 20 pounds at the moment. And, that first 2020 let me creep way over 300 and get up to 315 points. So, it was impossible to get back down, because I love to eat, and I love to eat shitty food. Love it. And don't go talking to me about diets. Doctors preach and go hard on that. I try to throw some vegetables in. I've been really cutting down on carbs, but I'm not giving the shit up. I'm Italian. I love my fucking bread. I love my fucking pasta. I love my fucking Oreos. That's what's happening here. So, yeah. Now, definitely change the tone of the video. I don't know how many F-bombs you're supposed to drop. The correct answer is probably 0. But anyhow, kind of skewing away from the original point. But, yeah, I come back out of a terrible appointment, and I was told I had to contact the Wausau police. Wausau, Wisconsin. I, basically endangered my dog's life. And I found one tree, the only shade I could find. And it was back then my knees were okay and everything. It was a hell of a walk to the office for the rheumatologist and stuff. But I cared about my buddy. And I rolled the windows down enough where he could stick his head out for safety and that. And, it damn near cost me to lose my dog, and I wasn't cool with that. So if anybody has some help on, how without having to go through, send Ms. Mazzy down to boot camp and shit, or have to get a different dog, because, at 3 years old, she's in her own means. I am very proud of what training I have her able to be off leash in some areas, but because I live in a busy intersection, you never know when somebody's going to walk a dog 2 inches away from my house. That's why I have a city sidewalk that literally borders 2 out of 4 walls of my house. So I can't just let her run free. But at 3 in the morning, I can let her out my back door, provided nobody happens to be walking at the time. And she does awesome off leash, and especially in a wilderness setting. But I'm trying to figure out a way to have her with me in a more urban setting. I believe that there should be advocation for us to have our animals with us at appointments, or, like I said, otherwise if I, $5 a gallon gas don't sound too thrilling, but if I gotta let the vehicle run with the windows up with 5 duct tape notes to the windows, my animal's in AC comfort, she's not in distress, fresh food, water, whatever it takes to satisfy the means of those. But, my love and connection, this is a soulmate that's sitting next to me. You're not going to take that away from me at all. So I have to see what advocation I can do to have her come with me. And I'm going to end on a side note away from the animals for a minute. There's no good rheumatologist within 2 hours or anything from my doorstep, and that's depressing. I'm a country boy through and through, Northwoods hick, whatever you want to call me. I'm not interested in moving to a city so I can go to a rheumatologist every other day. I'm not even interested in moving to a big town so I can go to a rheumatologist every other week. I mean, so you wonder what my bar is in choosing my health here and all that, and that's pretty much it. But what I want to say is you will never understand the longevity, comfort, and healing that an animal can give you. And I encourage you to advocate, whether it's a cat, a fish, one of those little furry rodents, whatever makes you happy. The one here with 4 legs, paws, and tongue. You know, man's best friend, as they say. That's the end of the deal, as that truly was. I was blessed with 12 years with a beautiful Labrador Spaniel. And that's what I want to talk about today. So I want to tell you, with the help of your friend, keep fighting the good fight, and peace and love persevere in this world.